How many of you have heard the discussions about the Ellen G. White digital project? How many of you have heard that discussion? You have. That has been one of our most exciting and far-reaching projects that we've ever done. I want you to know that since 2009, the first time that we did that and had that in our offering, we have now reached a milestone with the Ellen G. White estate in our partnership where I believe it's 2,800 Ellen G. White books have been digitized and translated into various languages around the world. And by far and away, the #1 website presence of the Seventh-day Adventist Church is the Ellen G. White website. And you know where the where the largest number of actual visits to that website comes from? Do you know?
No, I don't.
It comes from the 1040 window.
That's right.
People that are going on and able to read, listen, or otherwise search in their own languages in most cases. And so here's what we know. We know that for about $1,500, and you will hear more about this tomorrow, for about $1,500 we're able to actually do a digitization and a translation. How much better can you spend $1,500 than to put a Spirit of Prophecy book into the hands of people all over the world via the internet in their own mother tongue? So that has been one of our most successful. So I want you to realize we like to think in terms of what are actually things that you can say, okay, for every $1,500 that is received, we can do another language. Some people say, I would like to cover one language in my offering. Other people will say, I'd like to do 5. Some people say, we even had one time someone said, we want 100 languages. Okay? So I don't know who you are or where you are on this, but we wanted you to be aware that that number is what it takes to do a digitization. And I want you to know that since 2009, you, as members of ASI in this offering, have contributed over $2 million to that project of getting Ellen G. White books digitized and translated.
You know, Dan, I think that's really important because we take for granted that we have access to this easily and quickly, but we need to think about those in the 1040 window, as you mentioned, that don't have that resource. And that just breaks my heart to know that I have something so easily and how much I could give so that they would be able to have access.
That's right. Well, anyway, that's one of our projects, but that's an overflow tomorrow, by the way. So in other words, however much we go over the goal that you heard Debbie give you just a moment ago, 1,932,000, whatever goes above that in our offering, actually 1/3 of that overflow will go to the Ellen G. White digitization project. Translation and digitization.